Eliza was a young woman who worked as a governess. She lived in a large house near a quiet village. The house was old and beautiful, but it felt cold inside. Eliza taught 2 young children every day. She helped them read simple books and write neat letters. She spoke kindly to them and cared for them like her own family. The children's parents were Mr. and Mrs. Harrington. Mr. Harrington worked in the city and returned home late every night. Mrs. Harrington stayed at home, but she was often tired and distant. She rarely smiled and spoke very little to anyone. Eliza lived in a small room at the back of the house. Every morning, she woke up early and prepared lessons. She ate her meals alone in the kitchen. No one asked about her day. No one asked how she felt. In the evenings, Eliza walked alone in the garden. She remembered her old life and her family far away. She missed laughter and warm voices. Sometimes she felt like a shadow in the house. Eliza worked hard, but she felt invisible. The servants ignored her. The family spoke to her only about work. She felt lonely, but she stayed quiet. One evening, Mr. Harrington came home early. He saw Eliza helping the children with their reading. He stopped and watched for a moment. Then he thanked her for her patience and care. His words surprised Eliza. She smiled politely, but her heart felt warm. It was the first kind word she had heard in many weeks. From that day, Mr. Harrington noticed her more. After that evening, Mr. Harrington began to speak with Eliza more often. He asked her about the children and her teaching. He asked where she came from and why she chose this work. Eliza answered politely. She did not think much about it at first. She was only happy to be heard. Mr. Harrington often spoke about his life. He said his marriage felt empty. He said his home felt cold. Eliza listened quietly. She did not judge him. One rainy afternoon, the children were asleep. Eliza sat in the sitting room reading. Mr. Harrington entered and sat near the fire. He thanked her again for bringing joy to his children. He said she made the house feel alive. Eliza felt uncomfortable. She knew these words were not right. She stood up and said she needed to prepare lessons. Her voice shook slightly. From that day, Eliza avoided him. She stayed in her room more often. She focused only on her work. But Mr. Harrington noticed the change. He looked hurt and confused. Mrs. Harrington also noticed the quiet tension in the house. She felt something was wrong, but she did not speak. Eliza could not sleep at night. She felt guilty. She knew emotional closeness could hurt a family. Her heart felt heavy with fear and regret. One morning, Mrs. Harrington asked Eliza to speak with her. Her face was calm, but her eyes showed pain. She asked Eliza if something was wrong in the house. Eliza felt her hands shake. She did not want to lie. With a soft voice, Eliza said she felt uncomfortable with Mr. Harrington's attention. She said she never wanted to cause pain. Mrs. Harrington was silent for a long time. Tears filled her eyes. She thanked Eliza for being honest. That evening, Mr. Harrington and his wife spoke privately. Their voices were low, but the tension was strong. The next day, Mrs. Harrington told Eliza she would leave the house for some time. Mr. Harrington looked ashamed. Eliza packed her small bag. She felt sad, but she also felt relief. She knew leaving was the right choice. Before she left, she looked at the children one last time. She hugged them gently and wished them well. She walked away from the house with mixed feelings. She had learned a hard lesson about loneliness and emotional boundaries. Eliza found work in a small school in another town. The building was simple, but the people were kind. She lived in a small room, but she felt free. She made friends and shared meals with others. She laughed again. She learned that respect and honesty matter more than comfort. Sometimes, she thought about the Harrington house. She hoped the family found peace. Eliza understood now that emotional infidelity can hurt deeply, even without physical acts. She promised herself to protect her heart and respect others' lives. Her lonely days taught her strength. Her mistake taught her wisdom. Eliza moved forward with hope, carrying lessons that would guide her forever.